Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. We're running a couple minutes late, but it's because I had a cookie with cannoli cream and because I'm hanging out with Miss Penelope right now. Oh, doing some tummy time action, huh? So we are here to talk about. You want to scoot your face over for the camera so that everybody can see you? We're going to talk about vanity metrics today. We're going to be talking about. Come here, yo.
Didn't ring my bells.
Can you just put that on the. There's a coaster right here, right?
No, I moved it.
Okay.
I moved over here.
We're going to be talking about vanity metrics today. And we're going to be talking about how everybody's focused on the likes and the shares and the comments and the saves and all of these numbers, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the numbers. Oh my god, love her little outfit. Yeah. It looks great on her. This color looks great on her. It is a nice marigold color, so well, maybe when she doesn't take her burping cloth, we'll be able to show you, but it's okay. You're right here. You're right here. So we're here to talk about vanity metrics, the follows, the likes, the numbers that everybody's so seemingly concerned with that it actually has very little to do with anything, quite honestly. Mostly the numbers that I like to tune into are the shares and the saves, because the shares and the saves are really how you know that people are going to be attracting other viewers. So when you're watching this live and when you're sharing it with your friends because you find it so super valuable, that means that you're essentially referring me to your other people, right? So you want to do that as a business owner. You want to do that as a content creator because that's how you can get into more people's realms, into more people's worlds. And the more people's worlds that you enter, then the more of an impact you're going to have on them. And especially as a business owner, that's like one of the big reasons why we get into business, right? We want to have an impact on other people's lives. We want to be able to serve other people. So we like seeing those shares, we like seeing those saves, because to us that means not only referrals, right? That also means that what we have to say is valuable and what we have to say is important information for other people to hear. So we get so caught up in the follows and we get so caught up in the likes and we get so caught up in the number of people who are following us that it's, come on, we're gonna go this way for a second. It's not really for your best interest. Like, the follows are, in all honesty, whoa, tripod is about to fall down here, so we're just gonna put you guys, this is the hard part, being able to do two things at once. Baby could use CFT. I'm not sure what CFT is. If you want to drop it down below in the comments, by all means. Hey, I finally caught you. Yes, you did, Crystal. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm actually gonna put you guys onto the ceiling real fast so that I could get her binky. Because that's exactly what it is that she's looking for right now. There she goes. So, what we're talking about today is interesting. Craniosacral fascial therapy. I didn't even know that was a thing. Loving the baby coos. Yes, thank you. She is very darn cute. But now that she has her binky, she's doing much better. She just needed something to soothe her. So anyways, back to the whole vanity metrics conversation. A lot of people, we get so caught up in the likes and in the followers because that's what gives us that dopamine hit. That's what makes us feel like we're making it. That's what kind of defines success to a lot of people on social media. But that's not necessarily success, right? Like, as a business owner, success doesn't come from likes. Like, you don't bring likes to the bank. What you bring to the bank is the people who you're impacting, the relationships that you make. And that's really important. Now I'm kind of going to transition this a little bit because the vanity metrics kind of, to me, tie in with another topic. And that is that, how do I like say this? I guess I have to like tell it as a story. That would probably be the easiest way. Like, yes, you don't bring likes to the bank, but it really truly is all about that relationship, and it has to be a genuine relationship with whoever it is on the other side of the camera. Like, your relationship with your viewers has to be an authentic, genuine relationship. If it's not an authentic, genuine relationship, then people aren't going to trust you enough to be able to give you money. And if you don't create and establish trust enough, or if you kind of like toss that trust out the window, then nobody's going to ever be a part of your business ever again. It doesn't matter how many more people you impact. It like that genuine authentic like content needs to come through. That genuine authentic desire to make an impact in somebody's life has to come through. And it's not about doing it for the vanity. Like a lot of what I got caught up in last year with wasn't me. I got caught up with somebody else, and it was not a good situation because she was doing it to be seen as this person who was helping out so many people and who was making such an impact. So like it was all about her outward personality. It was all about her outward appearance to other people. Meanwhile, what was going on in the inside was like a complete wreck and a complete mess. And then it happened to rub off onto a lot of her clients, and they were no longer her clients, right? So taking care of what's on the inside is really important. Even if you want to like make an impact on so many people's lives, like if you do it for the vein or like the vanity of being seen as this certain type of person, then like you're still doing it for the vanity of it. You're not really, you might not be focusing so much on the likes and the follows, but you're focusing on what other people think of you, or what other people perceive of you, right? So it's still the same because it's still concerned with that vain, like vanity, but it's just a little different in terms of, instead of being focused on a social media metric, she was more focused on what other people's thoughts of her were, which is still, again, like in the realm of vanity, right? So if you've ever had to deal with this, let me know down below in the comments. Like if you have felt like you have been in this struggle, I guess we could call it, or in this challenge or circumstance of wanting more likes, of wanting more views, of wanting more followers, let me know down in the comments. I found myself, before I started this live challenge, that I wanted more views, because if I put up a video and it didn't get a certain amount of views, and I was like, forget it, this video tanked, right? But it really didn't tank, because it reached the people who it was supposed to reach. And even though it might be a good, valuable video, and even though it only got 200 or 300 views, that doesn't mean that it's not valuable. That doesn't mean that it's not important. It means that, maybe I'm not being curious enough in my content. Maybe I'm not being consistent, or I'm not showing up enough. I try and stay away from the word consistent, because I feel like consistent is this like blech word for a lot of people lately. If you feel the same way, let me know down in the comments. This girl is out. This girl is so just passed out right now. I didn't even anticipate that. I literally got her binky and she was like passed out. If you have found yourself in this like, oh, I need to get it for the views, or oh, I need to do it for the views, it's still vanity. Like it's still this, like, we're finding ourselves in this trap. And really, in all honesty, it's just the voice in our head like telling you that, oh, it's not successful, or you're not successful because you didn't get a certain amount of views, or you didn't get a certain amount of people on your live, or you didn't get a certain amount of follows. And it's really not anything about that at all. When you're going onto social media, it's about who you are trying to impact with what it is that you are bringing to your page, or what it is that you have to say. Like, what you have to say, your content, is what really matters. How you say it, how you portray it, sometimes they matter, yes, but a lot of the time it has absolutely zero to do with numbers. Because, okay, let's take for example this live right now. It is 5:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Technically, according to the numbers, if this live was successful, I would be getting a ton of people right now. Really, in all honesty, that would be 100% true because it's evening time. There are a lot of people typically on social media around this time, and if I were getting the number of people because I was on at 5:45 p.m., then I would be seeing hundreds of people on this live right now. But I have 6 dedicated viewers, and that's really truly all I need, because this is the live for you. This is supposed to, well, not supposed to, but this is meant to land on you, right? Everything could be perfect, right? We could be in a vacuum and I could have all of the perfect circumstances. That means absolutely zero. Numbers mean nothing. I mean, some numbers do mean some things, but in terms of the number of people who are on your live, or the number of people who are watching your video, or the number of views that your video gets, or the number of followers, or the number of likes, the only time that it matters is when it is landing on the person who is meant to hear it. That's the only time that it matters, at least to me, because then I know that the person who it is meant to hear that, they are hearing what they need to hear, and their life is going to be impacted in a way that is going to push them in a positive direction. It really, time frame doesn't matter. You don't need to focus on like, oh, you need to post between 3 and 5 p.m. for your page to be successful. Like, no. Or you need to post this many times a day. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, posting more is going to be helpful for you, because then you're going to be on more people's pages and you're going to be seen more frequently, which of course is always a great thing. But at the same time, it's about you. It's about your energy. It's about how you're showing up. If you're not showing up in good energy, then like, how is that going to land with the person on the other side of the camera? That's the most important part. Like I just said, like it's all about the message that the person that it lands on, it's meant for them. And if you're in good energy, that is even better for the person on the other side receiving your content. Like earlier's Instagram live about value and how you decide what has value to you. Right, like value is subjective. Like a lot of people find that a sitcom is valuable, right? A lot of people find that a book is valuable. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's valuable to a different person. Maybe that book is not as valuable to somebody who likes to travel, because then technically the thing that's going to have value for the person who travels is a vacation, or is an adventure, or like something to do with someplace they've never been before. That's going to be more valuable than a sitcom to them. It's completely subjective. It's based on the person who's on the other side. And that's another reason why it's so important to consider the other person on the other side of the camera. A lot of the time, people think that it's like manipulative, but it's really not. Like technically, if you think about it, it's empathetic. Like you're considering how they feel. You're considering their emotions. You're considering what is going on in their world. Like, do you really think that... I'm trying to like think of an example, and the only person that keeps showing up in my head is Seinfeld. Like, do you really think that Seinfeld's like, oh yeah, I'm going to manipulate all of these people into thinking that I'm hilarious because that's what my prerogative is? No. He just is funny, and he's sharing that with somebody else to make them laugh because he enjoys seeing them laugh. That's authentically, truly, and again, going back to what I said very early on in the beginning of this live, it is based on your true, authentic motive. Like your true, authentic want to impact somebody. That's the most important part. Amen, true content. At slow rumble agreed. We play to people's feelings, and unfortunately we go with it rather than be real. which is what you're saying. A lot of people do go with it, but you need to be real. That's the only way that you're going to be successful. Like, when you're true and genuine and you're not focused on what other people are thinking, you're not focused on the likes, you're not focused on the followers, then that's when you are going to see true success. That's when you're going to see true impact to people's feelings, to people's emotions, to people's states of being, because it's true to you and it's being expressed in a true and authentic way versus a manipulative way, which is what I'm saying. So I think that, yes, it's the same thing that you are saying. Yes. So that's what I wanted to come and talk about on today's live, vanity metrics, and how all of this stuff let this get caught up in our head, and it's not about that. Like, it's not about the number. It's not about the followers. It's not about the likes. It's not about what time you post. It's not about how many people are on your live stream. If it's not 500 people and it's not a successful live stream, that's 1,000,000% false. Like, not true at all. If there is one person and it resonates with one person on your live, and you are able to genuinely impact them and to genuinely impact their feelings and to genuinely move them forward, that is more important than having thousands of followers, because for all you know, thousands of followers could be robots. It's true. Bots are everywhere on platforms. So it doesn't matter if you have 100,000 followers if they're all robots. You can't change a robot. You can't impact a robot. You can't make a robot feel like they've transformed or made a difference in their life, because they don't have a life. They're literally artificial intelligence. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to just go over, sorry Penelope, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm going to go over my quick spiel. If you missed any of the live streams, go to my YouTube channel. I know for a fact that if you click into the link in my bio at the top, it'll have like the Instagram icon, the YouTube icon, the Facebook icon, I think. And you can click through to any of my other profiles through those icons in the link in my bio. And you can check through all of the live streams that I've done prior to today. So all other 13 or 14 of them, I believe we're at 2 consistent weeks. So I'm really excited about that. But again, if you haven't watched any of the earlier ones, or if you'd like to catch up because you missed some of them, you can go check them out on YouTube. Another thing really quick, I am uploading the replay of the masterclass to the link in my bio. So if you missed the masterclass, you can check it at the link in my bio. However, I haven't finished yet because I was on the phone with Charles Schwab today to get this one's custodial account all figured out, because I'm dyslexic and I switched the numbers. Dude, those glasses are nice. I know what you're trying to say. I can't say it the way that you want to say it, so I'm very sorry that I'm butchering it, but thank you very much. I will take your compliment, because they're Ray-Bans and they are very nice, so thank you. What else was I saying? Oh, Presence is going to be uploaded probably sometime between today and tomorrow. It really depends on what happens later tonight. I'm trying to get a lot of exercise in so that I can start doing more things, because moving is hard sometimes since having a C-section, you know. The final thing that I do have to say is that tomorrow I will be going live, likely sometime in the afternoon between 2:30 and 5:30. If you are interested in collaborating, if you have 1,000 followers, let's get something on the calendar, because then we can help each other out. And it'll also help in terms of like topics for this live stream challenge that I'm doing. 14 days live by myself so far has been fun, but it would be more fun to have other people. So if you would like to do a collaboration, I would love to have you. Send me a message if you have 1,000 followers, because it turns out that everybody in the world needs to have 1,000 followers. It doesn't matter if I have 15,000. You still need to have 1,000, which I think is dumb, because then how can I possibly help you out? Minor Oakley, the brand really matters when it comes to comfortable glasses. Well, listen, as a rower, I know what you mean, because I have Oakleys, and if I have any other kind of glasses on, it doesn't stay on the bridge of my nose when I'm all sweaty and rowing. So you're right. It's crazy to have 1,000. Doug, do you have 1,000 followers? Let me know down in the comments, because if you do, let's collaborate. Just popping in to support, you are an inspiration. Selena, I really appreciate that. I would love to connect with you on Instagram, because maybe you can do an Instagram or a TikTok live with me too. Like, let's work together. Let's get you where you want to go. Molly can tell you in the comments, like, I am literally talking to Molly like every day. So like, let's start a conversation. Let's see what's going on in your world, and let's do something together. I'm pretty sure that Molly, you and I should probably get something on the calendar, because that would be awesome. We could talk more about what you're doing and how you've come so far in the time that I've known you, because you're here every day, and I super appreciate that. Like, that's awesome. Nah, just saw your video and popped in and was digging your specs. Love it. That is great. I love specs, obviously, because well, I can't see without them. So, yes, love our chats. Totally open. Perfect. Then I'm going to send you a message when we're done here. I do have 4 more minutes. Like, this interaction in the comment section is really important to me. So I want to thank you guys for going back and forth with me. It's really important that there's an interaction, because then it like helps me know what's going on in your world, you know? That's the impact that I'm talking about. Like, if you're showing up to a live and you're not interacting with people, like, what are you really doing? What are you really doing? In my mind, at least. Like, how are you really impacting people? How are you really affecting people? You're not. So, right? Yes. Yeah, you really can't. Well, I can't see. I know that I can't see. I'm farsighted or nearsighted, so I can't see far. So like, I can see my screen, like the box, but like, I can't, if I were to look up, I cannot see. So there's like a bunch of words on Penelope's changing table. I can't see the words without these suckers on. And if I'm really going to be quite honest with you, I haven't gotten my eyes checked in like since before the pandemic, so I probably need to get my prescription changed. Yeah, definitely need to get my prescription changed, probably. Same, but just need driving glasses for signs. Yeah, seeing the signs is important, because that's how you know where you're going to go. Although, what I've noticed is that if I just turn on the lady's voice, then I go where I need to go. Like, I get where I need to go to, is what I'm trying to say. Because then she's like, turn here. I'm like, oh, you know. Yeah, I make the turn. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm pretty sure Penelope has been lulled to sleep, because she has not made a sound since I gave her binky in the beginning of this live stream. Tomorrow, be sure to turn on, I know that I turned it on for my videos when I post my videos, but be sure to turn on the like notifications so that you know the next time that I'm going live, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, when are you going live? I keep missing you. I finally caught you, blah, 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 whatever. Just turn on notifications. I know that my TikTok notifications are kind of like, what's the word that I'm looking for? They're kind of like, there's some things that I get notifications for, and then there's other things that I like don't get notifications for. Like, usually when somebody comments on my video, I'll get, you know, the notification that so-and-so commented on your video, and then it's like, I'll open up TikTok and then I have like 4,000 notifications when I thought I only had 1. So just be aware that you can have some notifications or all the notifications, but any which way, if you would like to tune into the live challenge, I still have another 346 days to go, I want to say. Yeah. 341, I don't know. 365 minus 14, whatever that number is. I have that many more days to go live. Fallon and Pete, skirt, skirt. Yeah, that's right. I'm notified when you go live. Perfect. That's awesome. I love it. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. It is almost 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is the time that I am going to peace out. But maybe tomorrow I will talk about glasses. Because a lot of people make a lot of assumptions about people who have glasses in their content. I've noticed that recently. I'm not sure if Doug gets the same thing. I'm not sure if he's here. But it happens a lot when you're on video and you have glasses and they're like, oh, well, you have glasses. You must be so incredibly smart. And, well, never judge a book by its cover. Although I do pride myself on my intelligence. So that's a different story for a different day. But I'm trying to think of a topic for tomorrow. So that is all for today. Thank you for tuning in. I'll do a glasses video and see if there's a difference. Okay. Let me know if you do. What was I saying? Thank you guys for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Whenever I can touch the end button.